Uh, all right, welcome back. Welcome back. This is Che Yusuf from the Daily Money Markets. Yeah, man, it's part three. Wanted to talk about the geopolitics that are actually affecting the markets and the movement of goods throughout, throughout the world and throughout the Red Sea. This is really, really, really crazy moment. And when we saw the geopolitics, affecting the global markets and how the market movement is actually, moving. If you look at the instruments and commodities like Brent oil, Brent oil yesterday, at the end of Wednesday or Tuesday, it was sitting at $75 per barrel. But after what happened yesterday, because this thing is evolving each and every day, it happened yesterday, and we saw Brent oil spiking all the way, rising the momentum, going to $78 per barrel. So there's a lot of things that is affecting the global market at the moment, including the geopolitics. So the geopolitics, if you look at it, it started with the Israel, with the Hamas, the fights, but now because of it starting growing all the way to the Middle East, to Middle East region, and the Middle East region, this is where they are close to the Red Sea. All the transportation of goods and oil and wheat, wherever agricultural production, all of this stuff, they actually moves all the way through the Red Sea. So if you block the Red Sea, you actually block, the railway where they can be able to transport all this stuff. And again, we saw yesterday one two bombs actually, bombed in I think in Iran. Yeah, it was in Iran, where I think it was in a graveyard where they buried one of the Iranian uh, commander that died last 2 years ago. So there was two bombs. Actually, they killed over 50 people. And Iran, it's one of the bigger countries that produce, oil and distribute, to all over the world. And they're actually, anticipating that they're going to have to do something about whatever is happening in terms of the revenge, to revenge about the bomb that actually, bomb out yesterday. So in terms of that, they also have one of the biggest military coups that are all over on the Red Sea. So what has been happening for past week, since December, end of December to now, is that all these coups that are on a Red Sea, they're actually attacking the ship that transporting goods, from whatever area it is. There was Australian truck ship that is being attacked, day before yesterday. We saw they were trying also to attack one of the Maersk ship, which is the big company in terms of the shipping product. You can check it out. It's Maersk. It's one of the big company, but they're actually, rescued by US, United States also. They are there in the Red Sea to make sure they're protecting, the movement of the goods. Now, if most companies they will stop using the Red Sea to move the goods, that means they're not to take the long way of, moving the goods. So the long way is moving all the way, moving down to Africa, moving us surrounding the South Africa, all the way to the East Africa, going like side of Nigeria. Then they can go all the way to the side of Europe. From there they can move to Europe, from East Africa, North Africa, then go to Europe. But it's really, really crazy, because you're going to have to start with the Indian Ocean, moving all the way the whole Indian Ocean to the Pacific. Then you can jump, go to Europe. So yeah, that's what actually drives a lot of movement in a market, because of that geopolitics. So we will keep on monitoring, we'll keep on looking at it and see how the geopolitics is actually going to affect it. But definitely, according to my view, I think it really, really going to actually affect everyone. Regarding food, they're going to be increased if these things is going to continue like this. Oil is going to also continue increasing. Petrol, diesel is going to continue increasing. If the Middle East war, it will actually, evolve and continue like this. So terrible situation. But people who are actually in the market, these are opportunities that you can actually, take advantage and jump in and actually be able to make something out of it. I mean, if you look at it, how the Nasdaq moves, or how Brent oil moves from where it was yesterday, $75 all the way to $79 at the moment, that's a lot of money to be made there. Look at how Nasdaq moves. It was sitting at 16,900, close to 17,000, all-time high, drops all the way to 16,404. If you were actually in that trade, you actually make some good profit, you know. But in times like this, if you're a trader, always you have to look into the fundamentals, see how the fundamentals are moving, what is cooking in the market, what can you actually, take advantage in terms of the market. So yeah, the other news, just to add up, I saw a small tech and AI news also that comes out. TikTok eye to 17.5 billion shopping business on Amazon tough. So TikTok is doing good there, aiming 17.5 billion shopping business. Mark Zuckerberg also reported a $500 million of Meta stock in the last 2 months. This guy sold $500 million in 2 months of a share of Meta. Man, it's gonna continue, making money and money forever and forever, man. And I don't know who's gonna stop Mark Zuckerberg at the moment. Intel again appoints outside the hotel to head the crucial data center. We saw also a Canadian broadband film Expro in talks to receive a fresh financing. So those are one of the US, in terms of the tech news that happened, this week. But when it comes to Africa market report, we saw one of the most interesting news, but we're going to jump in another episode in terms of Africa market report. But we saw Africa Union join US in calling for the calm in Horn of Africa. We are actually, worried because of why the Ethiopians Red Sea port deals with the Somalian has region on edge, right? So again, here's another also issue there. What I like about Ethiopia and Somalia, they actually signed the memorandum of agreement about the Red Sea. So they want to share the part of the Red Sea so that they can be able, to use it and to benefit both of them as African country brothers, and sisters. These are countries that they've been on arrivals for very, very long time. Ethiopia and Somalia, they've been fighting each other for over decades and decades and decades. But now, if they come together and actually, have to sign that memorandum deal, it will actually benefit a lot of people in Africa. So Ethiopia has been landlocked since 1993 when Eritrea gained independence. After 3 decades of war, living in reliance on neighbor ports, in 2023, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed identifies regaining ocean access as a strategic object and warned the failure to secure it could be lead to the conflict. Somali, Eritrea, and Djibouti were incensed and said they would oppose an attempt infringing on the terrorism, and opting Abiy to walk back his comments. Then on January the 1st, Ethiopia struck deals to secure a direct passage to the Red Sea via Somalia, a backway region of Somalia, which will get a stake in its national airline in return. So it's good news, although they've been fighting for a very long time, but definitely these are very, very good news. So yeah, man, this is what is cooking in the market. Tomorrow, don't forget, it's NFP, the first NFP of 2024. It will be very, very interesting to see how actually, the market is going to look according to how the Eurozone is been performing. So yeah, we're expecting tomorrow to kill the NFP. So man, keep subscribing, keep liking, share. And this is the Daily Money Market. Thank you very much.